Hello, my beautiful friends. So I've been away for a few days for work. It was great. Met some great people. It's a lot of work. You do this like real like tight, compact schedule of meetings, writing, reading. It's insane, but it also is very rewarding. You get to meet just incredible people in the field of higher education. Phenomenal. Great experience. So, but I got two comments while I was gone. One yesterday and one today. So I want to address those. So number one, to the person who reached out to me, thank you for checking in on me. That was so kind. I am fine. As I mentioned in the previous video, I didn't think I would actually have time to make videos. I pull runes for myself every day, whether I make a video or not. But I knew I wouldn't have time because it takes a while to I mean, obviously I don't do a whole lot of like video editing or anything, but it does take a hot minute to post everything and process everything. So I didn't have time for all that because I was 100% focused on work. And then the question today was, what do I take with me when I travel? For those of you who know me, you know I travel a lot. I don't often travel with others. Sometimes I travel with others. This trip I traveled with Dave because he wanted to go fishing. Must be nice to be retired. But anyway, so what I take with me, I take my runes. I always take this set. I have, as you know, 40 million sets of runes, but these are my daily drivers, so I take them. I know the runes by heart. I know what they mean, so I don't read my book all the time, but sometimes I feel called to read my book, so I take my book with me. And of course, I always read to you from the book so that you don't think I'm just making this stuff up. And then I always take, I kind of like ask Spirit what I should take, but I always take the Celtic Spirit cards, which I read from every day, and I take Earth Wisdom as a backup, just as a backup, just in case. And then the other thing that I always take my pendulum, which is kept in here. I have a few pendulums, but the one that I use all the time is this one. I have a backup, you never know. Or if somebody wants to try one while I'm doing mine. I always take my green man. Now, I am not a witch, so this is not a magic wand. It was sold as a magic wand, but it's just a reminder. I keep it with me just to remember my own heritage. And then the other thing I take is my journal. So I have my big journal. I don't sometimes take that on bigger trips. I'll take a lighter journal just because that's heavy. And I don't take that backpacking because I don't want to carry that whole big thing. I carry a little one. So that is what I carry. So there's a story called The Things They Carried. I have a whole bag that this stuff goes in. If I'm going on like a retreat or something, I'll take more than that. But that's sort of the minimum of what I take. But let us get a rune for tomorrow, or today. Just a rune in general, because I feel like pulling one. So I'll ask Spirit for a rune. It's funny, yesterday I got Givo a gift again. And the card that I got looks like the exact same reading. And the letters aren't raised on here, so it's not like I can feel around and guess. But let's see. My hand is like... What do we have? We have Thursaz, which is thorn. So, we have a bit of a thorn. See what that's about. Actually, I don't know if this is for today or tomorrow, so I think I need to re-pull and ask specifically. I think I was just grabbing at straws. So, Thursaz was, I have no idea if that was for today or tomorrow. If we're meant to get it again, we'll get it again. So this is a rune for the rest of today. Let's do the rest of today. Get my energy in there. Raidho. Raidho, which means travel, and I literally just got back from traveling because I was about 2.5 hours away. And of course I had to stop somewhere to eat, because one thing about New Jersey, man, they have the best diners. They really, really do. I used to live in New Jersey, and I miss the low gas prices, the fact that somebody pumps my gas for me, and the diners, because they are so amazing. And we went to this diner that wasn't really a diner, it was a restaurant, but it had over 250 choices for omelets. I can't be trusted with that many choices for omelets. I wanted all of them. All right, so Raidho translates to wagon. Means journey, path, evolution, decisions, movement, taking action, reaching a goal, transportation. Don't act impulsively, carefully consider options, move forward, self-healing, evolve with union and balance. Do not always rely on the advice of others, control excess. And when it says, like, do not rely on the advice of others, that that can mean a few different things, but what that is meaning is that sometimes people will give you really good advice in theory, but it's not good advice for you. So you should do your own consultation with your own spirit guides, with your own God or gods, or with your own higher self. Like, sometimes good advice is meant with good intention, but isn't the best advice for you. So that's what that means. I don't sense that that's what this reading is about, though. I think this is just about a journey that's that you're reaching a destination, and that could be a spiritual journey. But let's ask the cards for clarification, shall we? Had to explain. I feel like I have to explain like every single day. I'm just going to get a sign that says, "Dear person who thinks I'm a nut, I'm not a witch. I know witches. They're very nice people. I don't know what they believe because I'm not one. So quit asking me questions about being a witch because I'm not one." Let's see. Oh, dropping cards. All right, Spirit. Please clarify Raidho for us. 3 passes, and we'll take whatever comes. If nothing comes, we know it stands on its own. Pass 1. Nothing came out, almost. Pass 2. Pass 3. I'm going to pull this one. It didn't fall out, but it kind of stuck out. So the first card was rest, stop, recharge, self-care. So if you've been on a journey and you've come to the end of that journey, good or bad, take the time to rest. And so it's very fitting because I really do need to kind of recharge and, play some silly video games and, me and my video games, because I've been doing a lot of real intense work for the past few days. So in order to be fresh for work tomorrow, to be back with my staff, I need to spend the rest of tonight just refreshing and resting and taking care of myself, having a luxurious hot bath with my salts that I make. The other thing that came was the Green Man, nature, connection, and source. I think Green Man saying thank you for taking him along. It was amazing while I was at this hotel. So the night that we got there, all the trees were still bare. And then the next morning we came out and they were all in full bloom. They were cherry blossoms. It was so stunning. Because cherry blossoms, of course, smell terrific, but they also are so pretty. And I was like, oh, spring is happening. I'm going to miss it because I'm going to be working. So, just the Green Man smiling in on us, and nature, connection, and source. So, just kind of get back into your space. And then the one that came, it kind of stuck out but didn't pop out, was surrender, let go, freedom, flow. So, just let go of the work that you've done, let go of the journey. If it was a rough journey, you're free from it now. You can move on to a new thing. You can just let it flow. Remember, we got Lagos, right? So that flow. So you want to close this chapter, this journey, and go into another one. And that's both for good journeys and bad journeys. I do travel a lot. I do travel for, for leisure, but most of the time I travel for work. And, when a trip is over, you have to wrap it up in your head and let it go and move on to the next thing. So these are all just reminders from Spirit that it's time now tonight to just rest, recoup, and get ready for the next day. So I am wishing you all the very best in light and love. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Be well. Bye-bye.